Guys, today I'm going to be unboxing, setting up and giving you my impressions on this, the Sonos One Gen 2 speaker, coming right up. What's up YouTube, Dave here with Seen Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. And if you haven't stopped by here before, please be sure to click on the subscribe button, click on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. So guys, yes, this is the Sonos One Gen 2 speaker. So guys, I'm a bit of an audio enthusiast. I've kind of tended to stay away from like MP3s and audio equipment that really doesn't sound as good as the hype suggests it should be. So for me guys, I've tended to follow a path along the lines of decent speakers, decent amplifiers, decent audio equipment in order to enjoy my music. However, times are a-changing, and in a world of music on the go, streaming and technology in general have led me to the point of thinking that I need to experience what's on offer today and to see how the new compares to the more traditional. So, Sonos. Well, Sonos have a bunch of different speakers. They have this, the One, they have the SL, which is exactly the same as the One, apart from the fact that the One has got the built-in microphones and the built-in voice assistant capabilities, so you can add Google Assistant or Alexa in order to do what you can with those standalone assistant devices, but with a great sounding speaker. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the different speakers that you can get from Sonos. I mean, you know, you can create stereo, you can buy surround bars, you can even create a 5.1 home cinema experience, and even take some of these things on the move. So they have the Move, in fact that's what it's called, which you can take around. It's an outdoor speaker, it's powered by batteries, rechargeable, etc, etc. So you know, they've got a ton of different devices for a ton of different applications. But quite frankly, if this thing turns out to be as good as the hype, I may well buy some more, and I may well make a video on those. But first, let's get to grips with this, the One Gen 2, and let's get it unboxed. So guys, not much in the box. You've got some paperwork. This is nice. You've got kind of a quick start guide, more instructions and warranty, but hey, who the hell reads instructions anymore? This stuff's intuitive, right? We've also got a power cord, which I've taken the liberty of unraveling. Oh, not in it already, never mind. Standard 3-pin for the UK. Actually, this is pretty interesting. So this cable is kind of angled because it fits into the recessed plug socket, and it's actually got this plastic bit on the back which kind of forms part of the base when it's plugged in, so I'll show you that in just a moment. So guys, here's the speaker itself, and you know what, the first thing that comes to mind is this thing is fairly chunky, and you know what, reassuringly heavy, and I like that. If I turn it over, you can see the recess on the back here, and that's where that plug fits into, the mains plug. Turn it around to the back, and you've got the sync button here, and you've also got an Ethernet port, although I suspect that most people are going to be using this on Wi-Fi. If we go to the front of it, you can, I don't know if the light will pick it up, but you can see there's two drivers in here. You've got the tweeter driver and you've got the mid-range driver. Now I'm told that you know, you can get some fairly decent bass out of this. So I'm kind of thinking this is more of a mid-range sub or a mid-sub or something like that. But we're going to find that out when we actually play some tunes through it. On the top, we've got play and pause button, we've got volume up and down, and also if you swipe across here, you can kind of skip and rewind tracks. You've also got a picture of a microphone on here. Because this is the One speaker and not the SL, it's got the built-in microphones. You can see all the grills around here, all the holes for the microphones. So I shouldn't think you'd have any problem having this pick your voice up wherever you are in the room. But the nice thing about this microphone is it's also a button, or this microphone picture, it's also a button which enables you to turn the microphone off. And that's pretty cool, because how many times do you have Alexa inadvertently chipping in to your conversation when you're talking to somebody else and she just chirps up with, quite frankly, a lot of nonsense? So it's good that you can turn the microphone off. You don't have to have that inadvertent chirping up. I like that. So what you can't see in here, which is probably what's contributing to all of the weight, are the two Class D amplifiers. What the hell are Class D amplifiers? Well, the whole subject of amplification design cannot be done in this video. That is a whole different video in itself. However, in short, when designed correctly, Class A amplifiers are deemed to be the best amplifiers. Why? Well, like I said, when designed correctly, it's mainly down to their excellent linearity, high gain, and low signal distortion. However, Class D amplifiers aren't just a few letters away from Class A amplifiers. In fact, the benefit of Class D is it enables you to get a lot of power out of a very small package. This is a small package. So the amount of power you can get out of this for a Class A amplifier would mean you'd have to have a significantly larger device. So that's good. But guys, if you really want to know the ins and outs of amplification, that is like a whole physics discussion. But you know what? Leave me a comment if you want to know more about it. And you know what? I'll happily make a video. Until then, guys, let's just leave it at that. So let's get this thing plugged in and set up, and let's go through that setup procedure right now. So guys, here we have the unit here, and there's a green flashing LED light. I'm just going to turn this over. When I turn it over, you can see that base part, that base plate of the lead, which kind of forms a nice flush base on the bottom of the device. So, you know, it's quite a nice, neat design cue. So yeah, pretty cool. So here you can see the two volume control buttons, up and down, and the play and pause button, and that microphone button. Nothing's working because I guess that green flashing light means that it's not set up. So let's get the phone out. I'm on iOS. I'm going to go to the App Store. And there's a whole ton of different apps here, but I'm going to use the S2 app, which says it's new. So let's give that a go. So let's open that up. Now, I've kind of set this app up already, so I've gone through all of the screens and the setup guide, etc., etc. So now I'm just faced with the home page, which is going to ask me to sign in or set up an account. So I'm going to set myself up an account. So that's the account set up. It sent me an email. I've had to verify that email. It's pretty standard stuff. Okay, so now I'm in the app. It's automatically found the speaker. I guess that's because it's connected to Bluetooth. So it's going to ask me to press the sync button on the back. So let's go and do that. Just give it a name. Okay, now it's asking me to do a firmware update, so let me just get that done. And the nice thing about using this on iOS is it also supports AirPlay 2, so that's pretty cool. If you want to stream from your Mac devices, your phone, your iPad, etc., you can, so that's pretty neat. So here we go guys, the app is all set up. When I log in, there's a whole bunch of different options here, which I'm not going to go through all of them now, but the main one is switching on your media servers. If you've got any UPnP media servers in your house or on your network, and then you get to go and pick out what other sources of music you would like. So in here you can see various different radio stations. You can go to the Sonos radio station, or you can pick some more commercially available radio stations to stream. So this is my media server, so I can see the artists and the tracks, etc., which I can play back, and that's all uncompressed FLAC music, so it'd be interesting to see how that all sounds. Now from this screen I can set up what streaming services I want and also what voice assistants I want to set up. So I'm going to go in and set up Alexa. So that's going to take me to the Amazon app, and I'm going to have to go through the setup for that. So a bunch of steps to go through in order to sync this up. I need to log into Amazon and to the Alexa app, etc., etc. Need to create the various authorizations, verify myself by email, and there you are. Now the microphone light is on now that it's all set up, and this will enable me to use that feature. So, quick test. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1:51 a.m.
Okay, that's pretty late to be making videos, but you can see that that works pretty seamlessly. So there you go guys, easy setup. It really is that easy. Now I wish I could play you some music samples, but I can't because I really don't want any copyright strikes. But I can tell you that I did have a little sneaky listen whilst I was setting this up. And you know what? For the kind of equipment that this is, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's not like traditional audiophile equipment. I hate that word. That's why I hesitated. But it's not like your traditional audiophile type equipment. But, you know, it is good for what it is, the size of it, where a decent sound meets today's technology and today's infrastructures. It's pretty good. So guys, that concludes this video. If you've got any comments or questions, please let me know. And you know what guys, I'm going to be back in a week or so after putting this through its paces with an update. So please look out for that video. And if this does live up to the hype, I may well buy a few more of these units so I can test stereo capabilities. I can hook these up in a multi-room setup to see how simultaneous multi-room playback works, which is kind of the real power of this kind of network linked streaming technology. Until then guys, thanks ever so much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below. Please like, subscribe, and click on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. Guys, you enthuse me to make these videos. I buy all this gear pretty much with my own money, but you know what? It's worth it. So guys, until the next one, I'm Dave for Seeing Through a Lens. Thanks for watching, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.